Hi everyone, welcome to another program that is a super keyword. In the previous video, I explained about the concept of super keyword. So now let's work on the program. So what I said, a super keyword is an object reference. Okay, we used to call it as an object reference or a reference variable. So because it refers the superclass memory, super keyword refers the superclass memory. Super keyword refers the superclass memory. Remember this word. Okay, superclass memory. Okay, so super keyword explicitly, by default, some conditions implicitly it is present, but where we require explicitly, you have to mention the super keyword explicitly required to access what? Explicitly required to access superclass members. So superclass members, by default, it is anyhow it is present, the super keyword, to access the superclass members. But why we required explicitly? Explicitly required to access superclass members. So superclass members are nothing but the variables as well as methods in the superclass. Okay. So explicitly to access the superclass members whenever, this is important, whenever both superclass members as well as the subclass members names are same. This is important. Okay, so super keyword explicitly required to access superclass members whenever this superclass and the subclass members and are same. The members are same. Suppose here I use the index and here is also I use the index. So in these cases, I require, if I want to access this int, I have to use the super keyword. I have to access the super keyword. Okay. So then only you have to use a super keyword. Otherwise, implicitly it is present. So only the names of the members, whether it is a variable or it is a method, the name of the member is same for superclass as well as a subclass. Then only you required super keyword to access the A class member. So by default, superclass refers the A class memory only. But if the names are same, then only you require the super keyword. Okay, so let's work on the program. Then you get a clarity on what's happening here. Okay, and one more point you have to remember, students. Static method does not refer this and super keyword in any way. The static method, if you mention before the any method, suppose void print is there, so static void print, if you mention, in that cases don't use the this and super keyword. Static method does not refer this and super keyword in any way. So whenever the static methods are there, you're not supposed to use the this keyword. Okay, so now let's work on the program. The class A, in the previous video I explained one program. Now let's work on another program. So the more you have done, then you'll get a practice. So I'm here, I'm using a system.out.println. So this is A class. Okay. So in the super class, I created one member, that is a method show. So now coming to the class B. So here is also I'm creating the one method with the same name. That is what I am saying. So in the super class and the subclass, the method, whatever the members, either a method or a variable, if you use the same name, then only super keyword is required explicitly. So void show system dot out dot println. So B class. So with the same name, show. Okay. Now here I'm writing one more function method also. Print void print I'm taking. So try to print system dot out dot println. So let's take whatever the function here I'm taking. Okay, so before that, let me write. So in the void print, so I had given cap, sorry. So in the void print, this is also small letter. So don't forget, this is void, it's a small letter. So void print, I'm writing show. Okay, I'm writing show. If I want to access the B class method, simply I can write show because it is present within the B class. So if I want to print access this method, I don't require any object reference or something like. So first create an object, right? Okay, let me create. So show, I'm writing. So if I want to access this B class, now I'm using this dot show. This dot show. So then which is going to be printed here? This dot show. This dot show means within the class, what is it? This, it is this. So this is going to be printed. So when it is printed, super dot show is already there. Super dot show. If I want to access the A class members, then you have to use a super keyword. If I use a simply show, it takes this class within the class only take, or else if you take the this dot show also, it will take this dot show and the show both will be the same here. It will take the B class members only. So whenever you use a super keyword, then only it goes to the A class members. Whenever you use a super keyword, then only it goes to the A class members. Okay, A class opened, a void show is created, and the same show method with the same name, I'm using the B class. So create an object here to access those variables. Object is equal to new. So B object is created. So if you want to print, let me take this print. So I'm just calling the print function because within the print function method only, I had called all the three. I called all the three. So show means this is going to be printed. This dot show means this is a B class member only printed. Called because here the super keyword is there. So whenever the both names are the same, if the super keyword is mentioned, then only it will allocate access the A class members. Okay. Save it. And try to. So this here, whatever the show is there, this is implicitly this dot show only. So both are the same. These two both are the same. Show or this dot show both are the same. Okay. And here super. Suppose if this is another name, show one I had given. So in this case, if you want to access this show, implicitly this dot show only. Okay. Now let's try to work on Java. File name is sample.java. So you have to can't find A class. Let me take what happened here. String args public stat class A void show system.out.println. So class A is closed. Now class B open extends the void method and the print method. Okay. So public static void main string args new object is created. So it's showing cannot find main string method in class A. What happened? Let me check it. So now try to compile. So the error is I didn't mention the Java C. So that's why it's not showing the main. Java C sample.java. Program is compiled. Now run the program. So what the class name? Class name is B. So first B class, A class, because this dot show, it defaults take the B class, this dot, here the show is defaultly, implicitly, it calls it as a this dot show only. Okay, so B class is printed and this is also B class. Whenever you use a super keyword, then only compiler goes to the A class members. It accesses the A class members because here the all the methods names are the same. So in these cases, we are using the super keyword. So now let's in the next video, I'll explain another program by using the super constructor. So the program on super constructor. Thank you.